Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. My name is Santa Phone, and if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified each and every time I upload a new tutorial on my channel. If you're old member, you're welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you on how to draft this Bustier top with yoke step by step. So if you want to know how I go about it, keep on watching. First thing I did was to go ahead and draw a straight line, which is my guideline. The next thing I'm going to do is to go ahead now, take my soldier measurement, which is 14. 14 divided by 2, give me 7. I'll mark that up. Then I'm going to slant it down by 1 inch. After slanting it down by 1 inch, I'm going to move down to my armhole deep, which is 7.5 inch. I'll mark that up. Now the next thing I'll do is this 7 inch I use from here, I'm going to mark it here as well, just like so. I'll go ahead now to connect it up with a straight line. Then I'm going to do the same thing right there. After connecting it with a straight line, the next thing I will do now is to go ahead. I'm going to be using the neck deep and a neck width of 3 by 3 inch for now. Then I'll go ahead now to connect that up like this with my French scarf. Then I'll connect my soldier slant like so. Next thing I will do now after doing so is I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to put 1/4 of my bust, which mine is 34. 34 divided by 4 will give me 8.5. I'll mark it up, measure whatever I have from here to here, and divide that by 2, which is 7.5 divided by 2 will give me 3.075. I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. Then I'll connect it all the way to that 8.5 inch. The next thing I will do now is to go ahead to measure from the soldier to the bust point line, which is 10 inch, from the soldier to the under bust, which is 14 inch, and from the soldier to the half length, which is 15 inch, but I'll add 1 inch for the joining allowance. Altogether is 16 inch. I'll go ahead now to connect that up the straight line. I'll do the same thing here as well. Once I'm done doing so, I'll just go ahead now to level it up. Here is the chest line, here is the bust point line, and here is the under bust line, and here is the waistline. Now the next thing I'll do is to go ahead to put the nipple to nipple measurement. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 7 inch. 7 divided by 2 will give me 3.5, but I'll go ahead to add 1/2 inch to it. Altogether is 4. I'll mark that up. Then I'm going to connect it with a straight line like so. Now I'll go ahead now to create my dark of 1 inch here and 1 inch here. Then at the under bust, what I will do is to go ahead and create a dark of 1.5 here and 1.5 here. Then now at this bust point line, I'm going to go down by 1 inch. Then I'll go ahead to connect that up like so. After doing so, the next thing I will do is to go ahead now. I'm going to extend 2 inch from the chest line. I'll just go ahead and roll a straight line straight. I'll just go ahead and connect a straight line here like so. Now, once we're done doing so, I'll go up from the bust point line by 1 inch. Okay, that's to avoid any like kind of pointy around the bust. I'll come out here by 1 inch and 1 inch to the other side. Then I'm going to go ahead now and connect it up. Next thing I will do is to come here at the chest line. I want to go up by 1 inch or 3/4 inch, but I'm going up by 1 inch. I will take my French scarf, connect it all the way like so. Then I will do the same thing to the other side as well. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'll put all my measurement. Round my waist is 26. 26 divided by 4 will give me 6.5. Then I'll replace back that dark allowance we took, which was 2 inch. I'll replace it back. I'll come here on my bust. I'm going to put 1/4 of my bust. Round my bust is 34. 34 divided by 4 will give me 8.5. I'll mark it up. Then I'm going to replace back the dark allowance and connect it up like this. Then here I'm just labeling it the yoke part. What I will do right now is to go ahead now to draft the back basic block. Then if there's anything I want to change, I will stop then and indicate. Now for example, I'm going to go down for the back neck deep 1.5 inch, and then for the neck width is 3 inch like we did for the front. Then I'll just kind of label the yoke part for the back. Now remember, I've not added any zipper allowance. Okay, I'll go ahead now. I'll take an extra piece of paper. I'll just go ahead, gum it up, then I will add my zipper allowance. Next thing I will do is to go ahead now. I'm going to extend 1 inch right there for my zipper allowance. I'll do the same thing here. After marking it up, I'll go ahead now to connect it straight with a straight line like so. Now the next thing I'll do is just to connect this part up all the way to there. Then I'll go ahead now, kind of just rule a straight line from here downward to indicate that that's my zipper allowance. Now after doing so, what I will do is to come here at the center. I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch so that the zip will not kind of be puffing behind. First of all, go up by 1/2 inch. Okay, go in here by 1/2 inch, right? Then I'll just connect this point from here to that 1/2 inch, and then from here to here like this. Then I will just kind of just roll that 1/2 inch from there to here like this. This way the zip will not be puffing behind. All right, after doing so, I'll just go ahead now to cut all the piece. Just follow up how I'm cutting it so you'll not make any mistake. Okay, I've gone ahead and cut every piece. I'm just trying to mark them up. So after cutting, this is what I have. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, do not forget to give me a thumbs up, like, comment, and share. Hope to see you on my next project. Bye bye. Thank you.